Is it time to buy or sell asset entities stock? In this video, we will explore asset entities in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 26th of August, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with a more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You certainly do not want to miss any crucial updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the potential of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is intended for informational purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. Since the 25th of August, 2025, our system has classified asset entities as a buy candidate, granting it a score of 3.54. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this period. Those who adhered to our analysis would have experienced an impressive gain of 16.46% since we initially identified asset entities as a buy candidate just 2 days ago. This equates to an average return of 8.23% per day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The stock has broken the very wide and falling short-term trend upwards. Firstly, a slower falling rate is indicated, but this may very well be an early signal of a trend shift. On the reaction, there will be support on the roof of the current trend broken, which is $5.42, a level that may pose a second chance to hit a runner. According to fan theory, $9.01 will be the next possible trend top level and thereby pose a resistance level that may not be broken at the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential negative change of 36.2% over the next 3 months, with a possible return between negative 79.04% and negative 38.12%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 52.78%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could range from negative 41.58% to 290.81% over the next year. In current terms, this would put the future price somewhere between $3.27 and $21.85. Our latest daily update for asset entities includes the headline, Significant Movements in Asset Entities Incorporated Stock Price on Tuesday, fluctuating by 20.93% between high and low. The Asset Entities Incorporated stock price increased by 16.46% on the last trading day, which was Tuesday, the 26th of August, 2025, rising from $4.80 to $5.59. It has now experienced gains for 5 consecutive days. It will be interesting to see if it continues to rise or takes a slight pause in the coming days. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated by 20.93%, with a low of $4.92 and a high of $5.95. The price has risen in 6 out of the last 10 days and is up by 35.35% over the past 2 weeks. Trading volume decreased on the last day by 10 million shares, with a total of 8 million shares exchanged, amounting to approximately $46.39 million. It is important to consider that a decline in volume while prices are rising can indicate divergence and may signal potential changes in the upcoming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $13.40, while the lowest was 33.5 cents. Currently, the price is 58.28%, or $7.81 below the 52-week high, and 83.98%, or $29.31, below the all-time high reached on February 3, 2023, when the price peaked at $34.90. Asset entities advanced a significant deal this week. The company's S-4 for the planned merger with Strive was declared effective on August 22nd, and shareholders will vote on the merger during a virtual meeting on September 9th. This transaction, already supported by a reported $750 million PIPE with potential proceeds up to $1.5 billion if warrants are exercised, would transition ASST from a social media and e-commerce services provider to a Bitcoin-focused asset management and treasury company with no outstanding borrowed debt following financing. In the short term, expect increased volatility. The effective S-4 and the upcoming vote are clear near-term catalysts that could drive momentum. Bullish capital commitment and analyst optimism may elevate the stock price before the vote. However, ongoing shareholder litigation and fairness investigations introduce headline risks that could lead to sell-offs or delays. Over the long term, the stock's performance will depend on execution. Successful Bitcoin accumulation and fee generation could significantly enhance enterprise value, while dilution from PIPE warrants, integration execution risks, and regulatory or legal challenges may constrain per-share growth. Investors should closely monitor the outcome of the September vote and any developments in litigation as the next crucial events. Analysts have assigned Asset Entities stock a general strong sell rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. Regarding return on investment, the analysts also give the stock a strong sell rating. The following signals have been identified for Asset Entities. The chart today indicates mostly positive signals. The stock for Asset Entities Incorporated holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, which presents a favorable forecast for the stock. However, there is a general sell signal based on the relationship between these two signals, where the long-term average is positioned above the short-term average. In the event of downward corrections, support is anticipated at levels just above $4.43 and $4.46. A drop below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Friday, the 1st of August, 2025, and since then, the stock has surged by 85.10%. Further increases are expected until a new top pivot is established. Additionally, there is a buy signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, also known as MACD. It is worth noting that volume decreased during the last trading day, despite the rise in prices. This creates a divergence between volume and price and may serve as an early warning. Therefore, it is advisable to monitor the stock closely. Here are some additional signals you might find intriguing. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal from 18 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 315 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 4 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 3 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 28 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we observe short moving average, buy signal from 13 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 4 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 10 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you wish to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Asset Entities. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $4.80 and $4.52. There is a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level. If this level is broken, the stock may then fall to the next support level. In this case, Asset Entities Inc. finds support just below today's level at $4.80. If this is broken, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $4.52 and $4.27. This stock may experience significant movement during the day, indicating high volatility. And with a considerable prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, this stock is considered to be very high risk. Over the last day, the stock moved $1.03 between its high and low, which is a change of 20.93%. For the last week, the stock has had an average daily volatility of 17.10%. Before we dive into the potential good trading levels for Asset Entities, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we will discuss the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This vital ratio measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company is experiencing negative earnings or is losing money. Even well-established companies can face downturns, often due to factors outside their control. However, consistently negative PE ratios may suggest a lack of profitability and could raise concerns about potential bankruptcy risks. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Asset Entities. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Asset Entities is at $6.60. If you do not own any shares, it may be wise to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those who are already holding the stock, this could present an opportunity for swing trading. On the downside, Asset Entities faces its initial support level at $4.80. Should this support level hold firm, it could serve as an advantageous entry point, anticipating a potential rebound. The combined average rating for asset entities from various analyst sources is categorized as a strong sell. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 4th of June, 2025, Gauberg Michael executed an insider sale of 30,000 shares of Class B common stock. On the same date, Kruger Matthew conducted an insider sale of 20,000 shares of Class B common stock. Additionally, on the 4th of June, 2025, Kruger Matthew made another insider sale of 6,400 shares of Class B common stock. On the 30th of May, 2025, Lee Jason Youngsuk performed an insider sale of 4,182 shares of Class B common stock. On the 6th of December, 2024, Gauberg Michael conducted an insider sale of 250,000 shares of Class A common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 45.897. In total, insiders have purchased 3,693,207 shares and sold 18,981,655 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $5.42, representing a decline of 3%. This stock experiences significant daily fluctuations, indicating a high level of risk. A buy signal has emerged from a pivot bottom identified 17 days ago. Is asset entity stock a good buy? Several short-term signals are positive, and the breakout from the declining trend suggests a potential shift in direction. We believe that prices near the breakout point will represent particularly favorable levels, but we also think that the current level will serve as a solid buying opportunity for the short term. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 27th of August, we anticipate that asset entities will open lower by approximately 1/300th of a dollar, starting trading at $5.49. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on StockInvest.us. By using this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to comment below and share your insights. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.